This is another introduction for Big Stew meets Stratford Town Football Club, and I'm with Paul Salter and the under 50's young fellas that are all with me tonight.
Over 50, Stuart.
Under 50s.
Yeah, under 50s.
Cheers, fellas.
Yeah, I'll have the under 50s.
There we go. Outtakes already, but we don't really worry about that. So I'm going to quickly talk to Paul, and I'm going to ask you to tell us who you are, and then we'll go from there. And if this lasts an hour, it lasts an hour, but you know, we might need another drink, mightn't we, if you know what I mean. So it looks like you've all had a cracking time. You've been all on the pitch for the last hour or so. Got a bit of a sweat on, probably a bigger sweat now, mind, haven't you? So, Paul, you started this club in June 2018, I believe.
Yes,
and,
yeah, correct.
Tell us all about it.
It sort of started off, it was an FA initiative. Over 50s, supposed to be playing for fun. I was getting to the point where I'd sort of stopped playing a long time ago, putting on a bit of weight, you know, health wasn't particularly brilliant, and Patrick from the club asked for me to set it up. I think the intention was that we'd get it started and I'd move away.
Yep.
And then sort of 7-8 years later we're still here. We've grown from 8 up to about 35 in the group.
Well, somebody didn't turn up tonight, then what's going on? Now, come on.
We're all from different clubs, sort of Ulster and Inkborough and Shipston and a few others. And you know what? I think the best way to describe us, we're just a big, I was going to say happy family, we're just a big family, Stuart.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd say this for most of the lads, but this is like our Friday night. This is just like the highlight of the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And Daddy Salter here is...
I'm just surprised he hasn't played football before.
But yeah, I mean, you've all got smiles on your faces and stuff. I mean, there are some other reasons why this club got put together, and I mean, I know from what speaking to you that this club means a lot to these guys around us and everything, don't it?
It definitely does. I mean, I'll be honest. I wish sort of some of the other lads would sort of tell you what they think of
we'll
not only the club but our Friday
yeah.
evenings, because you know, to me, my wife turns around and she says, I'm married to football, I'm married to Stratford Town first, and the family second. I'll probably spend more time down here than I do at home, and I honestly think of all these lads, honestly, it's like my brothers, we're that close, honestly.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, we'll get some stories in a minute.
Probably not all of them, sorry.
I was going to say, we need some tissues here.
Beer helps. Beer helps. So, how many of these guys here today were here in 2018 then?
You know, a good question. I think probably 3 or 4. Chris, one of our older members.
I joined just slightly after.
Yeah.
After you started.
Yeah, I was late 2018.
So you ain't going to be far from over 60s then?
No, we're not. I mean, our age range, to be honest, Stuart, it varies from sort of 43 up to Chrissy Gray, who's sort of 72 still going.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So, you know, really, if you come out and see us play, we're exactly like the first team, but in slow motion.
Especially the dives.
Very slow motion.
I'll mention that a little bit later then. But, I mean, you've been together for, 6 years or almost now. In June it was 6 years. And tell me about this, I don't know, it looks like to me a bit of a Beano that happens in Majorca on a May time, you know. I've seen some pictures and, there's some funny acts going on there, and...
I'll be honest, Stuart, what goes on in Mallorca has to stay in Mallorca.
Stuart, we did take these pendants, we handed out these to all the teams, all the various teams we played from Europe.
Yeah.
So we're flying the flag for the Bards.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. And make sure that you take some bobble hats next time. And,
you
weird bobble hats, because we need some pictures on the website and all that sort of thing. So, that's absolutely fantastic. So you're playing against different teams in Europe. How many different teams?
Chris, Steve.
There's loads. Like the second year we went, the tournament seemed to double in size.
Yeah. Yep.
It's grown again, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's grown again this year. So I mean, last year there were probably 30 teams there, all over Europe.
Yeah, and beyond.
Yeah.
There was Argentina, there was America.
There was America.
There's from all over the place.
I think the second year we went, so it grew from a lot of age group male players, but then they had age group female teams as well. So men's and women's football really well represented. So it's fantastic. The atmosphere is just brilliant.
Quite a lot.
Camaraderie.
And do you still keep in touch with these teams during the year?
Is this kind of like long lost friends every May type sort of feeling? You know,
Darren does normally to apologise to them.
There's some ex-professionals.
Yeah, there's a lot of tourists.
Ringers. Ringers.
Chris Waddle was playing.
Yeah.
We met him, and we met some Forest players.
Nigel Jepson.
Yeah.
Best mates with Darren now.
Yeah.
We won't wait till next year, they'll run off on this. I won't see them again.
The nice thing about it, you go there and you're a little bit intimidated thinking, will we be good enough?
Yeah.
But what you appreciate is it's the atmosphere, and they're all there for fun as well. The standard's pretty good and we do the best we can.
Yeah.
But actually it's there for just the enjoyment of playing the game, and it is a brilliant time.
Yeah, good atmosphere afterwards.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere afterwards, yeah.
The first year we went, we handed over we were badly organised, barely got on the pitch in time for that game. And I grabbed one of those, handed it to their captain, shook hands. He gave me a laminated poster with all their pictures on, and I unfolded this thing, and in the top left-hand corner it said, Czech Republic Ex-Professional Footballers Association.
Yeah.
Now these are 10-minute games, right? We lost 9-0.
Chris, we said what goes on tour steps on tour.
This is important because we Googled these fellas afterwards because they'd given us the information to do that. Not only had they all played the game professionally, but of their squad of 12, I think 8 were full internationals. So you're looking at a group of international footballers here because we played against them. And that was, they didn't even win the tournament.
No, got beat by a Portuguese team, didn't they?
Yeah.
But aren't you Warwickshire internationals?
If you say so.
That's what we keep telling ourselves.
We're better on the dance floor.
Give it a few more sherbets. But you're only on the orange juice.
Oh, we're preparing for Mallorca, aren't we?
Oh, so next tournament, so I think, is it in May?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're off going. What date is it in May?
Mid-May, 15th.
15th. Is it 2 weeks, 1 week?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah.
It gets longer each year. It was 3.5 days, 4 days, 5 days. It gets longer each year.
I'm guessing
we
the
feel
recovery time spends out a little bit more.
As you get older,
Also,
it takes longer to get over.
Yeah, we need to acclimatise as well this year.
Steve has to stay a week afterwards recovering.
Yeah.
I think the last couple of years, Stuart, we've peaked at the pre-tournament party, haven't we?
Hold your own.
So just to pick on what Paul said something before about a group of friends, you start off playing football in January, Friday night, it's just the best way to end the week. When you go on tour, you get the time to have a chat with people that you don't get on Friday night, and you get to know each other a little bit better each year, whether it's the tour in Mallorca or a tour for somebody's birthday, and it's nice getting that bit of extra time, get to know people better, and that sort of closeness spills over into the game. And I think that every week we go, but a great spirit we play the game in these days now.
Well, we've seen that. We've seen the way people bond on tour. Kevin and Daz, for example.
Kev still wants to kick us though.
I honestly as well, Stuart, what was really important for me was, what sort of kicked me into getting this group going was going for a health check and realising how bad my health was, but what a high risk our age group is, 50s to 60s, and
I'm safe now, I'm 63.
it's not the physical side, but the mental side. Some of the lads sort of come forward and just say this is a bit of a lifeline for us, and the majority of the lads, apart from sort of Darren, we sort of come in and you can definitely see the improvement generally in our physical, mental, Darren's
He's still going downhill.
Darren's still working on him.
They're abusing the baby brother.
I think Stuart, it's what Paul's just said. It's great camaraderie, great banter. I think it's all mentioned recently. It's not many. I think he's not here today. Gaz, he mentioned. At this age in life, you don't expect to make a whole group of new friends.
Yeah, that's true.
And obviously, we've all shared the love of football. We all support various different teams. But I think, especially in lockdown, this is a godsend for us.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm a wife. Saturday morning, get up, got bad back, dodgy knees. But I say to my wife, this is more important for mental health rather than just physical.
Brilliant.
Great bunch of guys. A long way to continue.
So, are you attracting members? I mean, obviously, we're going to make awareness of your over 50s team now. How do they come down? Do they just come down? They ring you up? What do you want them to do?
I think we need to set up an academy for the those sprightly young 45-year-olds. See if they can make the grade.
Yeah.
We're going to start dying soon, so we're going to have to do something.
I think really honestly, Stuart, we're almost at the point where we're having to create a waiting list. You know, we have lads who are younger below 50 that are almost our academy, almost our reserves. If we could get more space, we could definitely fill it. There are so many people out there that packed up playing 20 years ago but haven't fallen out of love with football. So we honestly, the demand is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And what we're starting to see around the country is over 50s football, as with girls football, is growing really, really quick.
Yeah. So how do they get in touch?
How they get in touch is they get in touch through me, or they sort of come down here on a Friday night.
Yeah. So it's 6 till 7 on a Friday night.
6 till 7. But you know what we really do try and push is the play for fun.
Yep.
That is so important to us.
So you hear about all these like walking groups and walking football things. You guys are a step above that, I guess. You're into a club,
if you watched it,
That's debatable with some of them.
yeah, if you watched it, you think it was walking.
Yeah.
It's more trotting football.
Walking football is really difficult. I don't know if you've ever tried it, and we are not capable of something as complicated as that. So we run around, and we don't do it necessarily as well as we might have many years ago. But the tournament we did in Mallorca, they have a walking football section. We watch those guys play. It's a very different kind of game. They need reserves of patience that I don't think any of us possess, to be honest.
No.
But when you say, I'm amazed it's 6 years. So when I came here 6 years ago, I hadn't played football for 27 years.
We can tell.
Is that all?
in my first game, I tore my calf muscle, so that I didn't come again for 3 months. But since then, I think it's been every week, and for me that's been really important because I only moved to this area 10 years ago. Didn't know a lot of people, so this has been really important for me, and I look forward to it every Friday. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'm the second oldest player.
Right.
We mentioned the 72-year-old. He couldn't be with us tonight. He's probably got some international duty to perform somewhere. But I think all of us would say that we just want to keep playing for as long as we can.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Actually, when I started playing, I was actually 50, and I thought 5 years, 55, I'll be done. Watching people like Chris, they're an inspiration, and Chris Gray as well. So now I'm same mindset. Just play as long as you can.
Yeah. It's brilliant. You guys, you come in here, you smile on your face, you must be absolutely bricking it, absolutely thinking you're going to be on a video that's going to be on YouTube in about an hour. And
fortunately, we know nobody's going to be watching that.
Thanks a lot.
Nobody knows how to use social media. So
I'm already on this website tearing my calf muscle actually because somebody was recording that and they put it on the club website.
But we do appreciate brilliant facilities you've got here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very true.
Especially since we had the 5G pitch.
Yeah.
Much better on our joints.
Yeah.
Also, it's great after the football, come in the bar, have a couple of drinks, have a good banter, good laugh.
Yeah.
So the club do look after us. Big shout out for Hayley in the bar. She always looks after us.
Yeah, she absolutely does. Yeah.
So we appreciate what the facilities they let us use because I know they're packed out every night here.
Yeah. So you have your practice on a Friday. Do you actually play any games apart from Majorca?
Yeah, we do. It's somebody else going to sort of come in because we've had a few games. We raise a bit of money as well for charity. So Chris, I'll be honest, you're the fundraiser out of us.
Well, for the last 3 years I've been doing a challenge every January to run a marathon distance during the month, and that's to raise money for Prostate Cancer UK.
Yeah.
Very important for men of our age because we're all at risk of getting it, frankly. 1 in 8 men are going to get prostate cancer. one in our group has prostate cancer. He's not here tonight, but so raising awareness and raising money for that cause has been something I've been very keen to do, and everybody here has been very generous in their support of that. And for the last couple of years, we've played just an annual 11-a-side match on a full-size pitch, because it's hard work at our age doing that. But we played against Fisk, who have a over 50's team, and I think last year we all paid a match fee for the privilege of playing, and I think we raised about 1,200 quid that year.
Brilliant. Well done.
It's a bit less this year, close to 700 though.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important that we do that to raise that awareness. And statistically, in any group of 8 men, one of us is likely to experience prostate cancer at some time.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we all want to bring the Stratford Town Football Club family back together. So what obviously we're trying to do tonight is raise awareness of what you guys are doing, what you're actually standing for, and the fun that you can have, as well as being serious side, as well as the prostate cancer and all that sort of thing. And we want to sort of like help you. Is there any ways that people can, watching this video, can get involved and help do what we need to do to get more awareness going?
Some groupies would be nice.
So I can send you a link to my Just Giving page if you want to post that underneath the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
The video will go out first, but we can certainly get it on our social medias when that goes out and publicised on social media.
I'll send you a link.
We will absolutely do that for you. And maybe if we did this chat once a month, made a little bit of a feature of you guys, because it's a pleasure coming out here this evening and talking to you. You're doing really, really good things, you're having good fun, and it's giving you more incentive to get mobile and action and come out and do things and have a good time as well, which we want to share with everybody.
Just picking a bit more on what Chris said, and this thing about getting close and friendly. Men don't talk about stuff, do we? About things, ailments or illnesses or things you should maybe go and get checked out. And Chris's thing for prostate cancer, and our colleague Jeff, who's going through it, it's done another little bit to help you think about, I shouldn't just ignore things. We've all had something that doesn't work quite so well as it used to do, and I think that raising awareness is really. You never had a left foot. It's really important, and I think again this whole thing about getting close to the group. You'll always find somebody who'll have a little listen if you need to get something off your chest, and it's been really useful for that.
I think there's been more openness. The men, they don't like to talk about their problems, but I think in our group we've encouraged that. And people have been very open and shared problems they've had. Yeah. So I think it's like a support system for all of us.
I've got a rash, I'd like. We're getting close.
They need some cream.
Some DP.
As long as he applies it himself, that's
Don't be like that, we're bonding, aren't we?
He needs his own TV honestly think though, Stuart, as Cam said earlier on, yes, we're a really, really close-knit group, but we've really been made to feel part of the Stratford Town family. We really appreciate the support Jed and Hayley and everybody else has given us. We honestly feel part of this club, and we can't thank everyone enough.
We're hoping to be ball boys, aren't we, for one game?
That would be absolutely awesome. It really.
There might be a lot of downtime.
Absolutely, and
20 minutes extra time.
Get your families to listen to Bardi Army Radio and they listen to Big Stew.
Definitely. We've got our Shakespeare wigs. We're all ready to go.
Yeah. So I think it's a two-way thing. So I think a lot of this group do support all the after-dinner speakers. Go to some people go regularly to the match, some occasionally. Quite a few of us came on Boxing Day. Watched my hometown Leamington.
We do the quiz as well.
We have a team in the quiz.
Do you?
Yeah, every month.
Quiz is
I
brilliant.
tell you, I was leading at half time last time. But, I had a few too many sherbets, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in the doghouse.
I think I threw up at the last one.
But guys, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm really pleased that I came down this evening,
you.
and I do want to continue this, and we will do this probably once a month if
Thank
you
you,
guys
sure,
are up
sure
for
round.
it. Pretty poorly,
Can we
but I
check
don't
with our
think
agent?
I'm round.
I think we'd have to get Stuart. We'd have to get an agent. I think.
Yeah, we need an agent.
But yeah, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Yeah,
Stuart.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Great, thanks,
Thank
Stuart.
you.